Greetings. Today I want to speak to you concerning the Genesis sixth sense alchemy. And if you notice, Genesis is spelled Genesis. Genes is speaking of something coming from seed into the fruit. And all of that is psychological. Because the Bible is a book of mind science. It's a book of alchemy. It's a book that deals with your physiology. It is a book that deals with your mentality. Therefore, when you understand that the Genesis story is your awakening story, then you will understand why it must be understood from the sixth sense understanding instead of the five senses understanding. Now, there's certain things I have to make clear to you. People who believe that the Bible is literal and secular history, they're receiving it from the place of the five senses. But those of us who understand that the Bible is a book of mind science and that we are spirit having a human experience, we would definitely understand it from the realm of the sixth sense. Therefore, we realize that we are thought evolved being. And from a thought to a manifestation, we are having this human experience. And that is actually alchemy. So, from the invisible to the visible. Okay? From thought to matter. Sacred energy exchange, which is SEX. And that's expressed us here. So too, you must understand that when you have your awakening, it is a birth. It is a new birth. So let's take the first birth, which brought you into this world of amnesia, this world of forgetfulness. And let us merge it with the new birth. So the first birth is going to bring you into the realm of forgetfulness, the realm of amnesia, where you're still asleep, where you're still in ignorance. But the second birth, which is the new birth, which is actually your Genesis experience, will bring you to a place of remembrance. And that place of remembrance will bring you into self-love. So your first birth would keep you in a place of self-doubt, self-hatred, okay? Doubt, fear, condemnation. But the new birth, the true awakening, that would bring you into your true Genesis, the true understanding of who you are. And when you come into that true understanding of who you are, it will bring you into that place of self-love. And that is where you start living your life as a self-realized being. You start living your life as a self-actualized being. And you understand, as I said before, that you're a thought-evolved being. Therefore, you use your thoughts to create your life whichever way you want it to be. So the Genesis story is teaching you about the garden, which is the mind. And in that garden, which is the mind, that's where you grow and nourish and bring forth. So you're sowing seeds. These seeds are your thoughts, and they're gonna bring forth Cain or Abel. It's the results that you would get from your thoughts. Because as I said before, the book is a book of alchemy. It's all about the mind. So when it says that the earth was without form and void. It is speaking about you when you have a thought. It is without form and it is void. But when you put action in terms of you believe it and you conceive it and you put action to that which you do not see, you believe the invisible, then it would manifest. So when you say the Spirit move upon the water, it is you putting action to that which you believe. The water represents the truth that you believe. And it's going to bring forth. And when your desires have been manifested, then you will come into Sabbath. You will come into rest because you will see that it is good. It is satisfying. Your needs have already been met. Your desires have already been fulfilled and you come into rest. Same with you when you're having the physical experience of sex in the physical realm. When you come to that place of releasing, then you have finished the creation process. And so you come into your Sabbath, you come into your rest, you no longer have that desire. And even in Genesis, it tells you that the soft part between a man thigh, it shrinks. So all throughout the entire book of Genesis, it is teaching you of the awakening. It is teaching you of how you would come to realize an atom and an electron. That's why I speak about Adam and Eve. And they bringing forth children. When you have your thought, the smallest particle of anything, it's an atom. And when atom and electron comes together, it's going to bring forth that manifestation because you're going to create something in the world of matter, something in the physical world. And so my brother and my sisters, your mind is creating both Cain and Abel. Your good deeds and your evil deeds. In other words, your creative or your destructive deeds. So I'm saying all of this to show you that the Bible is a book of alchemy. It's a book of mind science. It's a book that is teaching you how to create your reality consciously. It's a book that is teaching you to look inwardly. And so, your life, your real life of knowing that imagination is your real identity, that is your Genesis story. That's when you start to really live a life of purpose, a life of wisdom, a life of understanding. In other words, you now start to live like a God. That's real alchemy. Because you purify yourself and now living your life like a God. Knowing that you can create whatever you desire. So my brother, my sister, it's very important for you to understand what the Bible is all about. And so you can help your loved ones to really understand the phenomena of this book. Okay, so when you realize that the way how it was interpreted to you by the preachers and the theologians, that is not the way so you're supposed to understand the book, then you will not argue and condemn and give people the impression that you should just take it and burn it or just throw it away. But you'll be able to open up the book, which is the Bible I'm speaking about, in a way that others can really understand what it's all about. That is why as I come to close, I would encourage you, if you haven't gotten my Bible, the 66 Books of Magic, the Overcomer's Bible, I definitely would encourage you to get that Bible. And that's a Bible without any Jesus. Okay, it's a no Jesus Bible. Where Jesus is to be, there's a blank space for you to write your name, which is I am. And I am is the name of God from generation to generation. And you can never say I am and not referring to yourself. It's all about you. So my brother, my sisters, every one of us, we would have had the first birth that bring us here in amnesia. But you definitely need to experience the new birth that will bring you into your true Genesis story, which will bring you into self-love. That is why my New Testament starts with the book of John. John represents love. The book of John and the book of Genesis is the same book. Okay, that is teaching you how to create your life however you want it to be by having the true awakening experience of knowing that how words or your thoughts become things. That's why he says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The same was in the beginning with God. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. Everything in this world that was made was false imagination, it was false thought, it was false an idea. And you are experiencing everything within your consciousness, within your awareness. It's all about you. You must become a true alchemist by understanding how to operate in the sixth sense. So, my brother and my sister, I want to thank you very much for listening to me. I want to say to you, if this is the very first time that you listen to me and what I'm saying, if it makes sense to you, if it really resonates with you, and you haven't subscribed already, I'm definitely encouraging you to subscribe, to like, to comment, or to share these videos, because it will definitely help the algorithm. And my motive for making all of these videos is to reach people all around the world, because the masses need to know this truth, and many people need to understand the Bible the right way, so it help them to be better people, and it will raise the frequency on this planet when we all know that our true identity is actually our divinity, and that truly imagination is definitely our identity, and we must identify ourselves with the Creator in man, which is our imagination. So definitely share this video as much as possible and join your energy with mine to get these videos going globally and picked up by the algorithm and be sent out to all of humanity. So I want to say also, if you like to follow me on Instagram or you like to follow me on TikTok, you can follow me at Black Mad Guru. And if you feel strongly to support this work, I just want to remind you that there's always a PayPal, and the link is down below. Also, if you like to be a part of my Patreon community and help to support this work, I'll definitely welcome any support that you will offer. And I have a $20 course also for people who are willing to donate $20 or more. That course is called The Inner Sun Science and Technology to Create Your Reality Consciously. And it's all about showing you how, just as there's a sun without, there's a sun within. And anything that the sun shines upon, it brings forth abundantly. And so when you get in alignment by discovering that sun that is within you, and you're in full alignment, whatever you put your hand to, it will prosper, it will expand. And you can refer to it as being blessed. Okay, so do not stop your blessing. And if you feel strongly led to check out these videos and listen to them, I definitely encourage you to do so. So with that being said, my brother and my sister, I want to say peace, love you all, I'm out.